The companions of the Prophet ﷺ were sitting talking amongst themselves when the Prophet ﷺ came and asked, "What are you talking about?" And they said, "We're talking about the signs of the last day." And then he said, and the hadith is in Sahih Bukhari, it is in Sahih Muslim, the last day would not come until, and he mentioned 10 signs. And these are known as the 10 major signs of the last day. There are many, many other signs than these 10. The 10 are, and by now you should have memorized them. Number one, and these signs have not been given in the order in which they will occur. So we're giving them to you randomly. Number one, Dajjal, al-Masih al-Dajjal. Number two, Gog and Magog, yajuj and majuj. Number three, the return of the Son of Mary. Number four, Dukhan, smoke, which I am of the opinion should be visible, I think 20-25 years from now. But of course I can be mistaken. But when you see that smoke up there, you know most of mankind will not survive. There will be a few people left on the earth. Number five, Dabbatul Ard. Dabbatul Ard, a creature, beast of the earth, or the land. Number six, that the sun will rise from the west. Number 7, 8 and 9, 3, khusuf, plural of khas, the shaking of the earth, movement of the earth, accompanied by a sinking. So an earthquake will sinking. One in the east, one in the west, and the third one in Arabia. And number 10, the fire will come out of Yemen and drive people to their place of assembly. These are the 10 major signs of the last day. Among these, one of the most important is Dajjal. Dajjal is a creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who will one day appear in the form of a human being. I'm choosing my words very carefully. He has to appear in the form of a human being because he has been created and given a mission to impersonate the true Messiah. And since the true Messiah is a human being, the only way that Dajjal can impersonate the Messiah is if he appears as a human being. The true Messiah is the son of Mary, Nabi Isa alayhi salam. And Allah made a promise to Banu Israel that when that Messiah comes, he would rule the world from the throne of Nabi Dawood alayhi salam. And so the golden age of Nabi Sulaiman alayhi salam, when the state of Israel ruled the world, when the state of Israel was the ruling state in the world. What's the definition of a ruling state? You must be familiar with that by now. A ruling state is one whose rule cannot be rivaled or challenged. That's a ruling state. You don't have to rule every single square inch of KLCC. No. Once you have a rule in the world which cannot be challenged, cannot be rivaled. This was the kind of state that Sulaiman alayhi salam ruled over, the holy state of Israel. And that was the golden age. And when the Messiah comes, that golden age will come back one more time. But when Allah sent the Messiah, they rejected him. Some of them believed in him. Why did they reject him? Because they said, وَنَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ مِنْ هَذَا. He's a bastard. Because his mother was not married when she gave birth. And a bastard cannot be the Messiah. And then he could not have been the Messiah because he's dead. Before our very eyes we saw him die on the cross, crucified. He never ruled the world. So now it is beyond the shadow of a doubt. He could not have been the Messiah. What they did not know, and what no one knew, not even the government of Malaysia, no one knew, was that no, he did not die. No, he was not crucified. But Allah made it appear like that. What happened? But Allah raised him. So he never experienced something called majuj. And so one day he'll come back to die. Because kullu nafsin dha'iqatul maut, every soul must taste death. But they didn't know that. So they're waiting for the Messiah to come. I lived for 10 years in New York. You can't be in New York and not know that. That the Jews are waiting for the Messiah to come. So Allah created this being. And Allah programmed this being to impersonate the Messiah. And gave to him Dajjal, gave to him powers of deception. He can deceive you. In anything connected with him, appearance and reality are opposite from each other. His mission is to rule the world. And when he rules the world with a rule which cannot be rivaled, which cannot be challenged, then he will declare, I am the Messiah. And then he can rub his hands and say, mission accomplished. But that's a tall order to rule the whole world. How are you going to do that? You must come with a very, very, very good strategy if you are to rule the world. The Muslims are not going to accept you. No? Maybe the part-time Muslims, but not the real Muslims. So how are you going to get them to accept you as the Messiah? Not all the Jews are going to accept you, because there are Jews who are Orthodox Jews. So in order to rule the world, you're going to have to impose a political dictatorship upon all of mankind. Well, I have news for you. That political dictatorship is almost there. You have to have a world government ruling over the whole world. So forget about state sovereignty. When Dajjal says stand up, the government has to stand. And Dajjal says sit down, the government has to sit. You don't have freedom anymore. In 1991, the Security Council of the United Nations had to vote on a resolution permitting the use of force against Iraq. 91. Cuba was a member of the Security Council. Yemen was a member. China, of course, was a permanent member. Malaysia was a member. And when the resolution came for a vote, Malaysia voted in favor. Although every single Muslim in Malaysia opposed it. Every single one opposed it. Nobody supported it. But the government of Malaysia voted in favor. Yemen voted against or abstained. Cuba voted against. China voted against. But the Muslim state voted in favor. Your Prime Minister at that time was Dr. Mahathir. And he explained. He said, if we had not done that, they would have destroyed our economy. That was his explanation. So state sovereignty, that was something for the birds. It no longer exists. You now have world government. And that world government is taking you towards a universal political dictatorship. In order for him to rule the world, you must impose a universal economic dictatorship upon man. We are already there. We are already there. But Dajjal is almost at the conclusion of his mission. It will not be long again before the state of Israel. You know, 15 years ago they used to laugh at me and scoff at me when I said to them that they want Israel to rule the world. Imran, what nonsense are you talking? How can few million people, few million Jews in Israel rule the whole world? Huh? Shame on you. They're not laughing anymore now. No. They're swallowing all the laughter they laughed. Israel has to rule the world. And when Israel rules the world, then Dajjal can appear as the ruler of Israel, ruling the world from Jerusalem and declare, I am the Messiah.